All right, so I've got done with my pictures and my video, and I've been trying to clean my face off, and I think I've pretty well got it, but I'm sure there's still some green on here. I know there is some right in my hairline that's really hard to get out. I got to be careful scrubbing those parts because it gets real sore. But I've done this video because I've had so many people request it through the years. I hope I've covered everything that people want to know about it. I'm sure there's something that I meant to mention, but I think I've pretty well covered everything. Now, there's one little trivia thing. Margaret Hamilton was 36 years old when she played the Wicked Witch, and right now I am 36 years old. So we're the same age. And I guess I'll get onto the video so y'all can check it out. I've not cut anything from it. I'm just going to put it all together as I filmed it. So if you want to jump through it, that's okay. But here's the video. Hello everyone. Today I am going to do a video dressing up as the Wicked Witch of the West. I've had a lot of people message me through the years wanting me to do a video showing how I do my makeup and talk about my costume. So after a long time, I finally decided that I'll just do that. And I always do my makeup a little bit different every time. I don't always use the same stuff. But today I'm going to use these little tubes. They are by a company called Mayron. I'm not sure how you say it. I think you pronounce it Mayron. And these are just kind of like a lipstick tube. They just raise up when you twist the little bottom. And I've got that in the green and a yellow. And I've used this before, but it's not the best. I mean, it's okay, but it's going to rub. It doesn't really stick real good, but it'll do for this video. Um, but I'll apply that here in a little bit. And then for the eyebrows, I just use a regular paintbrush and I do my eyebrows with just a black makeup. And of course, you've got to have those famous witch nails. You know, when I'm the Wicked Witch of the West, it's just all about the details. You've just got to have the nails, and these nails are just like a plastic, sort of a greenish color, clear plastic, and I think they might glow in the dark. And these are really hard to find. I just find these on eBay. I just type in like Halloween witch nails, and you find them a lot in like the black color or red, but this color is really hard to get. But they are just the perfect nails for the Wicked Witch of the West. And they're these nice long nails like you see. Right now they've got some paint on them from the other times that I've used them, but it won't matter because that won't, it's going to get used again. So I don't really care if they're spotless. But and then as far as the costume, you'll see that in a little bit. Now I've made the entire costume myself, and I've just used the Simplicity pattern that you see here. This is exactly what I used to make this outfit. Now I did alter it a little bit, like the little um, corset. This is the little corset that I lace up. Now I changed this a little bit to be a little bit more like the movie. But you can, if you're a sewer, if you're going to use this pattern, you'll see how it's made, and you can alter that little pattern a little bit. And the sleeves, changed up the way they make the sleeve on here a little bit. And then my hat is just made out of like a wool, like a felt wool. And I've got a lot of little lint sticking to it. I'll have to get my lint roller out. But, and then the hair, I'm going to put the hair on. This wig is a really good quality wig. I don't know if it's human hair or not, but it's nice, long, dark brown. Um, that's another detail. It could be a little bit lighter maybe, but you definitely want to go with a brown wig, not black. But this looks like the witch in the earlier scenes where they just had her hair straight down, and I've always wanted to do pictures like that. But this wig, somewhere back here, I've kind of styled it myself. Of course, this will all be pulled back, and then I've cut some of these parts to just hang down on the side, because even back here on the poster, she's even got it. But you know, it's all about those little pieces that hang down. All right, so I am trying to figure out where I'm at. I think I've pretty well talked about it. I've talked about where or how I made the costume just from this pattern. Talked about the type of makeup I'm going to use for this video, the nails, the hair, and of course, when I do this character, I have to drink from a straw. But I think I've got everything laid out in front of me, so I'm just going to start applying the makeup and talk a little bit about that before I get into the other parts of the video or the pictures or whatever I'm going to do. I'm honestly not sure, other than maybe show a few pictures of the finished product, but I guess I'll start with the makeup and make sure I've got everything laid out real quick. I always got to get my little hair back out of the way so that the makeup don't get in it. But now I'm not used to doing this on camera, so I'm just going to have to, and again, I've only done this makeup once, so I've just got to think about how I want to do it. And the last time I think I started with the yellow, and I'm just going to it looks kind of gross, but I'm just going to start where I think highlights should be. And just put the yellow in places you want it highlighted. Now, one problem I've seen people do is they use a really dark makeup. Like a lot of people would just take this dark green and do straight up green, but the yellow is going to make this a little more lime green or brighter green, like the witches. But I'm just going to do that with the yellow and go back in. I'm not sure how much is left of this. I hope I have enough to do it. It don't take a lot, I don't think. And again, I'm not used to using this makeup, so I'm going to actually go in with a little more yellow because I don't want this to get too dark. All right, so that looks weird, but I'm forgetting the neck. All right, now I'm just going to use my hands to rub that in. And it looks so shiny and weird. But I'm just going to work this in real quick. And I won't do anything to it till I get this done, because it looks like I might need to add some more yellow. I'll have to go look in a mirror where I can sort of tell what I'm doing better, because on this screen I can't really tell. All right, so I don't love it. I mean, it looks okay right here, but it's way too dark in real life. So I'm going to actually just take most of it off. See, that's the problem. I mean, I could have got this the first time if I wasn't fooling with looking at a camera. But I'm going to take most of that off and actually just use I'm going to leave it around the eyes because her eyes are darker. But I'm actually going to use that yellow for most of it. This looks really gross, and it is. But yeah, that yellow is looking way better. Now I'm going to blend it in. See what that's doing. As long as it looks good on camera. Thank goodness I'm not doing this for a public appearance, because I have done this character a lot in public. And I thought about doing this character for Halloween this year in our downtown Halloween party, but I've got a different idea that I'm doing for that. But I'm just going to have to play with this and get it how I like it. And I don't want it to look too yellow, but I like this color. And then as I start to do the, what am I saying? The eyebrows, it'll look better too. And I got to decide if I want to powder this down so it ain't glossy, which I'm right in front of this crazy light, so it looks really glossy. But I may powder it. All right, I think it looks pretty good. I always get nervous when I do this. I think, oh gosh, I've lost my touch. But then I get into character, I get everything on, and it's like, nope, I ain't lost it. I've still got it. Oh, I hope I have it. But I like that much better. See, that's much lighter. And now I'm just going to have to, I guess, do the eyebrows next. All right, so I've got my little brush, just a little fine tip brush, and my black makeup. And I'm just going to, see, I'm shaking. I'm really nervous, but, oh my gosh, and I'm doing this on a camera. But I'm just going to go up in my natural eyebrow and just make little strokes. And you might want to arch your eyebrow, like raise them to get a shape going. And I wish I had a picture of her. It seems like hers might go into a point, but they're really, as long as this looks good on video. I don't know how this is going to look on in person, because I'm doing this so different from what I'm used to. But I guess I guess it looks okay. And you know, the witch has real good facial expressions. You know, she always raises those eyebrows and does her face. She has a lot of characteristics or whatever in her face, whatever facial expressions. I don't know what I'm saying, but you just want to darken those. You know what I'm using for this? I couldn't find my black makeup. Well, I just didn't really want to go look for it, but this is just acrylic paint. But I wouldn't recommend that. Oops. But I may work with that. Now, the shininess is driving me crazy, but I'll fix that with some baby powder. And I'm going to go ahead and put the wig on. This is a lace front wig. It makes it kind of look like it's really coming out of the scalp. This probably looks so random. Like, what are we watching here? Okay. All right, now get those little. I really need to put the dress on, and you just want to fix these little pieces. I'll fiddle with those more later, but yeah, I need to powder up a little bit. And this looks so weird, but I'm going to powder and put the makeup on, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I have powdered the face with baby powder with just a big brush like this, big powder brush. And then I have gone in and added a little bit more yellow because it's still darker than I normally get it, and I just want to highlight some places. So, you know, again, you just got to keep playing with it. And then just blend it all in. And I don't normally do this with like the wig on. And I don't normally do this with like a little scruffy face either. But I think it's going to be good enough for now. And of course, I've not got my collar popped. I'm like burning up. It's really hot. And I've got this fleece outfit. I'm trying to make sure I don't have this on my hands before I try to pop this collar up. Whoops. After I clean my hands, I of course go right back into it. Okay, that's good. Now this is going to be like all over the dress, but That takes down that shine. And it also gets in my nose and my mouth and my eyes. But it looks good for just this video. Now I'm going to finish up the hair. Alright, so here I am so far. Now you've got to, with the costume, I've got a hair that's itching so bad and I'm wanting to scratch it. Usually what I do is I'll take a toothpick and just poke it. I'm just going to hit it with the powder brush. Now I'm going to go back over the eyebrows because I think the powder kind of killed those a little bit. You want to have those nice dark eyebrows. I'm going to leave all this in the video. I'm not going to cut it. If you want to jump on ahead, you're welcome to do that. But I'm just, ew, what am I doing? Oh, that looks okay. Does that look good? Does that look... Why do I ask questions when nobody's here to answer that back? I'm just talking. But, oh my gosh, before I go too crazy, I need to quit it. And then here I am still doing it. Oh. Alright, so I think I look pretty good. I think I'm ready to put my cape on. Oh, and what I was going to say, with a Wicked Witch of the West, you want that nice, tall, black collar. You want your ears to show. I mean, just look at her. I mean, do exactly what you see. If her ears show the ear, you know, have your little sideburns, or I don't know if this is called sideburns on a girl. I mean, I guess you could call that sideburns. Sometimes I don't shave my sideburns and I've got big bushy sideburns coming down here and it looks kind of funny, but looky there, I'm like sweating. Okay, so I'm going to try to get on with this video so that I can do the little sketch that I'm wanting to do. So I'm going to pop on my hat. Well, I'm going to do the cape real quick. Oh, and I can't forget my little sack here. I made that. I don't think this is a part of the pattern. It might be. I don't think they include this in there, but I just made this myself to go around my waist. And this cape is really heavy. I mean, it like chokes you. And I've got little hook and eye closures on here. I think I skipped one. And this gets really awkward in public. Like when I go to a bathroom, can you imagine walking into a urinal and there stands a Wicked Witch of the West? But I'm like literally melting. So before I do, I'm gonna, wait, which way does this go? Oh. Grab my broomstick and do my little scene that I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, I forgot my hands. Now that takes a little bit of time to do, so I'm gonna have to do my hands. Alright, so I've got everything on. I've got the nails on, and I'm just going to paint my hands a little bit. I'm not going to get them too covered because I'm actually about out of the yellow makeup, so I don't want my hands being greener than the face. So if I can, yeah, okay. I'm just going to smear in what's here, and if that's enough, good, and if not, you may see my hands aren't completely covered, but that's just because I'm just about out of makeup. So you gotta, overlook that part. And again, I'm not used to looking at a little screen to do this. I hope I get this blended in better than that. Surely I can get a little bit more out of that, but I may have to cheat a little bit and use another type of makeup, but I'm going to try to get my hands covered up better. And then I'll do some clips. Alright, still blending. Alright, now before I go on to do clips, I'll finish up the talking part. Again, with the Wicked Witch of the West, she's got a lot of characteristics to her, a lot of body language, facial expressions, and you just really want to get down those, techniques. So it's, get into that character, which that's true for any character that you do. But I think this is going to look good enough. Now, if I was doing this in person, I'd do better. But for the video, I think this pretty well covers what needs to be done. But I'm trying to think if there's anything I wanted to say before I go. Last night we watched the movie The Witch, and it's really good if you haven't seen that. And of course, this is right at the time I'm filming this. This is October, so it's the season of the witch. And of course, I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan, and you're going to find that out when I start making my Dorothy dollhouse. You're going to get to see my Wizard of Oz collection and everything. And of course, the Wicked Witch of the West has always been my favorite character, probably because a big part of that, I think, is because I've always liked Halloween. So that's a lot of the reason why I like her the most. And because Margaret Hamilton plays the most iconic witch in movie history. I really think a lot of people agree with that. Maybe not everybody, of course, but she's a hard one to beat. And she was one of the first female horror characters. The Bride of Frankenstein, I guess, came before her, but she's one of those classic characters that everybody really likes. But I guess I'm ready to go. So I'm going to do a couple little scenes, and now I've got to just be careful touching my hat and my cape and stuff, because this stuff, again, does not stick very good, and it's not what I normally use. But I just got to get out here where I'm going. And speaking of Wizard of Oz collection, you're getting ready to see some of that in the background here. All right, now I thought I was going to cut there, but I want to finish by saying, I've had a lot of my, I guess, fans, followers, friends, for so many years say they want to see a video of me doing the Wicked Witch of the West, just talking about the makeup, talking about how I did the costume. And I had to do that little mole or wart there. But so I'm glad to finally get this video done, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And I hope I've covered all the parts that people wanted me to talk about. And so now I guess I will go do a few little clips for you.